Let's hear from Josh Allen talking about the struggles of the Bills, who started 4-1 and have gone 3-4 since that moment where I said they're the best team in football. They're clearly anything but now. Here's Allen.
I don't know if it's spiraling out of control. I don't know if I'd put it in that context, but we got to win the close ones. We got to find a way, and we were 1-4 in the red zone tonight. Didn't play good enough. I take that very personally, and I got to play better, be better for this team. Yeah, we got to find a way to win. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, again, we didn't play good enough. We gotta play better than the other team that we play on every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, whatever it may be. We haven't done that. This can be one that can rip us apart or bring us together, and I think the latter.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Look, you get a lot of frustration when you start as well as you did and people start thinking about playing in L.A. in February. And, hell, I picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl before the season. Shows you what an idiot I am.
No, you're
but
not
the Bills
an
are
idiot.
now clinging to the 7th seed.
Yeah.
And look at all – when you look at that, it dawned on me last night. We were talking about this on PFTPM. 5 of those teams are not going to make the playoffs. And it's not necessarily the 5 in the last column.
No.
Five of the teams that you were looking at are not getting – 5 of them are not getting in. And I'd say 1 or 2 who are currently in the hunt are going to bump some of these other teams. Now, the division leads are starting to lock in, but there's still only a 2-game spread with 5 to play.
Yeah.
A lot is going to happen down the stretch, Chris.
A lot is. And, the AFC North, we got all those teams playing each other down the stretch. I mean, there's still a lot of variables at play here. I'm still a believer in Buffalo. I am. That defense is still top-notch. Josh Allen is still as good as anybody in the game, if not the best QB in the game. I mean, as far as making plays, he's dangerous. They just got to get in the tournament. That's all we got to see. And as we know, the last 2 years, last year we thought it was because of the pandemic. We're seeing who gives a damn about being on the road. It doesn't matter anymore. So I wouldn't count anybody out in this AFC playoff race. I still think the Colts are going to get in at the end of the day. I think the Bills will get in. And again, with the Bills, the Colts game they had, that was ugly. The Jacksonville game, they're going to look at that and go, how the hell did we lose that? But, man, they're some longer spikes away from beating the Tennessee Titans on a QB sneak late in the football game. Last night, that game was there to be had. They still have played a lot of good football, but it's these games that I think we look at and go, ooh, can they get over the hump against the bigger physical run-the-ball type of football team in the AFC playoffs? I think that's still the big million-dollar question with the Bills football team.
They get a chance to get right back on the horse.
Right.
5 days from now, they play the Buccaneers in Tampa.
Whoa.
So I don't know that you want that. I think you'd like to flip the order if you could and play the Panthers next. I just think that you need a little palate cleanser after last night before you get thrown right back into it. And this is an opportunity for the Bills to really reestablish themselves if they can pull it off. But I think this time of year, you go into this game 7-5, and you look at all those other teams, there is a tremendous difference between 8-5 and 7-6 this time of year with all those other teams. Tremendous.
No doubt.
So that's a huge game. They lose that one. They got the Panthers. Then they play at New England the day after Christmas. They have the Falcons at home on January 2nd, and they finish with the Jets. So they should be able to win the last 2.
Yeah.
The question is, of the next 3, Bucks, Panthers, Patriots, can they win 2 of them? I think they need to win 2 of them. Not that they should go 10-7.
I
10
think
and
that's
7
how I
should
look
get
at it,
them
for
in.
sure. 10-7, right.
But it ain't going to win the division. It's not going to win the division.
I don't think so either. I don't. And let's see how it goes with the Bucks. I think they can beat the Bucks. Again, we know how talented the Bucks are, but the Bucks are they're kind of begging for teams to beat them right now. They were outplayed by the Colts. Their defense couldn't get off the field a lot against Matt Ryan and company there with some, slower, time-consuming drives. I would think that Josh Allen and company could throw the ball a little bit on the Buccaneers defense that's letting up some passing yards and stuff right now. I would.
By the way, hang on. We're not looking at 3 straight road games for the Bills, by the way. I apologize for the error on the graphic. It's they're at home against the Panthers, so it's not 3 straight road games. Right in the in the throes of the holiday season, they got to pack up and leave and pack up and leave and pack up and leave. They will be home for December 19th, but they should win regardless of where they play the Panthers. They should win that game. It's the other 2. It's the 2 slices of bread on that Panther sandwich that are the problem. The Buccaneers and then the Patriots. And the Patriots have a bye between now and then.
Yeah.
There was a funny quote today from Bill Belichick, and we should probably wrap the segment on this. He was on the Greg Hill Show on WEEI. Due to the weather, will you be able to take anything from this game into the rematch on December 26th? Belichick laughed and said, we were talking about that last night, we can use our whole passing game. All the pass plays we have, they've seen none of them, which is true.
It's great.
Which is true.
It's great. It is. It is. They're not going to know what really to defend Buffalo. That's an advantage New England because they're going to go, well, we don't even really know how they were going to attack us. And, of course, Buffalo's going to be that much more concerned about stopping the run, realizing, wait, we didn't even have to worry about the pass, and we had issues stopping the run. Now you sprinkle in some passes and some play actions. Again, ultimately, at first glance, again, I thought the win was like, hey, it's great for New England because Buffalo wants to throw the ball. But as the game went on, I mean, it almost became more of a handicap to New England, the fact that was not even you couldn't even broach the subject of throwing the football. That'll be interesting, and they won't have to add much to their pass game plan, that's for sure.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.